I've been seeing a bunch of videos today about how Trump's victory just doesn't add up, right? And one of the ones I really liked was one by Dinner Pancakes. If you don't follow him, check his page out. He was talking about how we need to look at the last few Russian elections. So I did that. The last three times Vladimir Putin has run, he got 64%, 77%, and most recently 88%. Vladimir Putin, who's very unpopular in Russia, especially right now. He sent his country off to war. 700,000 Russian soldiers have died in Ukraine. I mean, that's not a guy who's going to get 88% of the vote, right? And he's the guy who's calling in bomb threats for Trump on election day at, polling stations in swing states. He wants Trump to win because Trump's going to cut off funding to Ukraine, and then Putin, has that victory. So, okay. But before I even get to Trump, let's talk about Ron DeSantis. So, just like Putin, super unpopular guy. Putin, why would he get any votes, let alone 88% of them? Okay, so DeSantis, same thing. He ran in 2018. He won by 30,000 votes. So we almost didn't get a Governor DeSantis in Florida. So he spent the next 4 years doing what? He started that Don't Say Gay bill. Florida has a huge LGBTQ plus community. Pissed off all of them. Pissed off Disney. He sued Disney. Like, that's not a winning campaign strategy. Republicans are coming for Social Security. There's a few old people in Florida. Republicans are coming for women's rights. I'm pretty sure Florida has women. And then the black population as well. Like, he was coming after CRT at Florida colleges and stuff. So there's nothing about his campaign that said he would do better the next year. And then look at his opponent. It was Charlie Crist, who used to be the governor of Florida. Name recognition, super personable guy. He was likable. He killed Ron in the debate, not literally. Oh, yeah, there. Okay. Also, COVID. Ron might have ended a few people in Florida with his COVID, the way he handled COVID, right? So, but back to Charlie Crist. So he's this likable guy. He's actually a former Republican, and he ran as a Democrat. And so that's going to be at least a close race, if not Charlie Crist winning easily, right? Instead, DeSantis won by 1.5 million votes. Are you fucking kidding me? Pissed off every important voting group and went from winning by 30,000 to winning by 1.5 million. You talk about shit that doesn't add up. I mean, he's not Trump. He doesn't have a cult. Like, it's not like he's a likable guy. I mean, he did look great in those white boots that one time, but he is stiff as a board. He probably has to have smiling practice. Like, the guy is unlikable as hell. And he won by 1.5 million. So fast forward to this year, with that in mind, I mean, this is Vladimir Putin's favorite candidate. Trump's a guy who's on tape with the Georgia Secretary of State asking him to find him, 11,780 votes. They incited an insurrection. They sued like crazy, both, after the last election and then going into this one, to keep people from voting and to have votes not counted. And you're telling me that Trump won all the swing states. Trump's entire campaign was hate. All he did was piss off women. He came for their rights, said he was going to protect them whether they liked it or not. His whole Madison Square Garden rally was like a Klan rally. Like, it was hate from start to finish. Like, you don't win an election. You don't win anybody over by not bringing anybody else in. 0 Democrats voted for Trump. Tons of Republicans voted for Kamala Harris, right? They said January 6th was a red line. They said that all those boxes of top secret documents was a red line. They said that the 34 felonies was a red line, or, the E. Jean Carroll case. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. And if Putin is in play, and if Trump, the guy who we knew cheated last time, tried to incite an insurrection when he didn't win, boy, I'm getting sloppy. It's fine. But yeah, it's like, it is like that though, right? My head's spinning. It's like, how is this possible? How is this real life? But the thing is, if we can't figure it out, they're saying go to vote.org and figure out if your ballot was counted. And if not, I don't know what to do then, but somebody does. If we don't handle this now, if there's not a way to figure out if there was massive fraud on Trump's side, which the 5 swing state wins and some of the other issues, like North Carolina, holy shit, you don't vote for 5 statewide people who are Democrats and then split the ticket to vote for just Trump. Like, that, none of it makes sense. And so I don't know if there's anything that can be done, but this is our democracy, and Republicans are only going to keep getting more and more votes as long as they have control of all three branches and the Supreme Court, we're going to be Russia West, man. Like, I mean, 88% is going to be tiny compared to what JD Vance gets next time if we don't, like keep thinking this through, sounding off, and somebody in the DOJ, I don't know how this gets handled, but holy shit, this is dark, right? This is our fucking democracy, though, so keep pointing people in a direction that could actually, get this investigated, whatever needs to be done. I mean, none of it makes sense, right? When I say investigated, like that sounds like a conspiracy theory or some shit, but none of it makes sense. You don't run a campaign of hate. You don't run a campaign where you're pissing off women and black Americans and immigrants and beat Kamala Harris in all the swing states, in every swing state. Come on, man. Because this is We the People, not Vladimir Putin's The Apprentice. Okay, I just watched that back and realized a couple things. One, it wasn't nearly long enough. Two, Trump is way better at the weave than me. So I never got back to the main point, which is that Republicans, like Vladimir Putin, absolutely do not believe in democracy. Everything they do makes it as hard as possible to vote because they know when there's massive turnout, they lose. I mean, Trump said it himself. If more people voted, Republicans would never win another election. Fact check true on that one. That might have been one of the only times Trump has told the truth. But look at his campaign. All the times he said, we don't even need your vote. Mike Johnson and I have a little secret. Or, if you vote this time, then you'll never have to vote again. Like, he's a terrible fucking poker player. All these weird things that are Vlad, Putin, Ron DeSantis type things. All these red states, I cannot believe those are accurate results we're getting. This is a party that does not believe in democracy. Now, I don't want to give hope where there actually is none, I don't know if anything can be done. Probably not. But this is our democracy. This is our kids' future at stake. This is trying to prevent Project 2025 from happening. So if there's a way to check if your vote was counted, it wasn't. If there's some database, DOJ, I don't know what's going to happen from here. But let's not give up, okay? Our kids deserve better than Donald Trump. And we the people are not going back. We used to be not going back. Beyonce, Taylor Swift. We were getting Ted Nugent and Kid Rock. Come on. None of this makes any fucking sense. Oh, I'm going to pin a post, which was how Trump's campaign was run. And I put it up before the election happened, but I'm going to pin it, watch it again, and tell me the fucking truth. That's a winning campaign? No fucking way.